Well, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about LCX token today at the request of Aqua Hammer. We're doing this for you, my friends. It's been a while. I meant to talk about LCX over the past few nights, and I just haven't had the time, honestly. But we're making time for it tonight, man. It's sitting here at about 23 cents right now, just below 23 cents. We are looking at it on the Coinbase chart, so you might want to pull up a different one. Let's see. Let's look at it. Yeah, something with a little bit more history. Again, guys, hit that like button, subscribe. It helps push the content out there. It helps put a smile on my face. What a beautiful smile it is. Anyways, okay, so 23 cents right now. If we look at the relative high here to the relative low, relative high to low, all the way up at 58 cents down to 2.9 cents. We are finding support right now in our golden ratio, which is actually nice, right? The golden ratio here at the 618, that's at 18.689 cents right there. It's an area that you found resistance here, you found resistance here, and you might be finding support now, turning not just the golden ratio into support, but prior areas of resistance into support, which is a very bullish thing in itself. I like that what you're doing is you're kind of consolidating, right? You found a double top, but really what you're doing is you're consolidating in this bull flag. It's deceitful. It looks bearish in nature, right? It almost looks like you would go down here, but if you take this whole kind of aspect away and you just look at this right here, what you're doing right now is actually really bullish. This is suggested that you would not only move higher, but likely see a kind of replicated move, something to this magnitude once you break out of this and go higher, something that would take you around, if not above, $1 to new all-time highs, right? So that's pretty exciting stuff. Again, in case it's not clear, this is a bull flag. If you don't know what a bull flag is, look it up on the internet, type in bull flag, go to Google Images. It'll look just like this. That's a bull flag right there. The way that you measure a bull flag, the measure move that comes with a bull flag, is you take the low to the high of the flag pole, so to speak, right? And you take that flag pole, you put it at the base of the flag itself, and then the high, that's your idea, that's the measure move. Now I say idea because you don't have to hit it. Everybody gets measure moves and they think, oh, that's where it's gonna go, I'm gonna sell right there, and then the price continues to go. Or, oh, that's where it's gonna go, I'm gonna sell right there, and the price never gets there, it falls just short, right? So it's an idea, it doesn't have to hit it, but ideally it would hit at least something around $1, and that makes sense for a couple of reasons, right? Measure move to $1. Dollar is a nice psychological level for resistance. I wonder if we look at LCX, and for those of you who are unaware of what LCX is, if this is your first time hearing of it, it's an exchange token. It's a decentralized exchange token. It's supposed to be one of the bigger decentralized exchanges. Might be a very big crypto exchange in the future. But we'll see. That's all speculative right now. That's why you put money in things that are at a very low market cap. What was I doing? Oh yeah, we're at currently a $216 million market cap. 216 all the way up to $1. What would that be at $1? Oh, actually, I guess I could just do this. Hold on. I don't even need to do that. We can just do Google Calculator and then take the total supply, circulating supply, 937 million. 937. Let's just type in 937.2, right? 0.2 times $1. Times 1, so that's so it'd be 937 million 0.2 at $1. So that's actually pretty close to $1 billion, right? Which would lead me to believe that to get to $1 billion, right? 937, what would you be? 937.2 times 1.1. What would that equal? Yeah, okay, so 1.1. So something between $1 and $1.10. I don't know if that makes sense. I know math and numbers and me talking, the sound of my voice can be a little bit difficult, to say the least, right? But if you manage the difficult times, we're getting to the icing on the cake, if it were, as it were. Sitting at $1, that's your measure move. It would make sense to go to $1. That's your measure move, okay? But just above $1. Based on your market cap now, based on your valuations now, just above $1 rests a 1 billion, right? I know it says 1,000 here, but I did it in, that's supposed to be hundreds of millions there, so that 1,000 is $1 billion. Does that make sense? Based on its market cap. To get to $1 billion in market cap, LCX needs to go just above $1. I was under the impression before, because this measure move is just below $1, that we would stop just below $1, but now I'm under the impression maybe we could go just a little bit above $1, something a little bit above it. Maybe not quite to $1 billion, but a little bit closer to it. Let's see if anything else agrees with this based on a fib perspective. From this high here in March of 2024 to the low that we had here in November 2024, look at that. Just above there is the golden ratio to this extension at $1.05. It's perfect, right? I can't make it up. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. LCX, a 4x move, buddy. 4x move? We're talking about a 4.5x move, likely by the end of February. If not by the middle of March, but I think it will be by the end of February. So that's bullish as hell, man. That's good stuff. I love LCX. I'm glad that I invested in it. Funny story real quick, just a little detour. The reason I invested in LCX and when I invested in LCX, I want to say it was down here. Yeah, it was like somewhere on this day. I saw a video that BitBoy, Ben Armstrong, made. Shout out to BitBoy. I doubt he sees this video. But still, shout out to the guy nonetheless. He's very recognizable figure in crypto, to say the least, right? But he was saying, don't buy the 412th coin on CoinGecko. That's not going to get you anywhere. It's at 348 now, but it was at 412. So because he said not to buy it, I went in and I actually threw a hefty little bit of cash into this thing, man. The main reason was not off of the irony itself, but because I actually looked into the token. I like what it's about. I like exchange tokens, and I like a DeFi exchange token. I don't have one of those in my portfolio. Let's throw that in there. Not to mention where I was buying it was at previous areas of resistance, so I thought I was getting a really good price. But it did go a little bit lower. I should have seen it coming because where it went to was its golden ratio. So I bought it here. If I looked at this fib, I would have thought differently. But hey, still a relatively good price. I think it's going to go up a lot more. I do think that what this move is, enough about me, man. Getting back to work here, what this move is suggestive of is that LCX will outperform the majority of the crypto space. So let's look at a chart that agrees with that or disagrees with that, and then we'll move on with our lives, okay? I'll tell you what, I'll end this real quick before we get to this next part. If we don't stop at $1.05, we're going all the way up to $1.30, okay? But I think we do. I think we stop. I think we go up to $1.05. We probably pull back and find support at 61 cents. If not there, then we go all the way back down to 40 cents, but something like that, and then we progress to the multi-dollar prices. Okay, so what was it that I wanted to do now? I wanted to look at LCX versus others is what I wanted to look at, right? Because we're expecting right now, what, a 356% move essentially from the current price, LCX versus others. How could you ever understand? I'm a half horse, half man. Anybody heard that song? It's a great song, man. It's hilarious. It's actually really good though at the same time. Let's see. So this chart, what this is this is LCX versus others. The others chart, for those of you that don't know, others is the average altcoin essentially, right? If we look at others, here's others. And I've got the ribbon on there, so it's not totally clean and dry, but you can kind of see it, right? It's this chart here, others. This is what the total market cap is of all cryptocurrencies outside of the top 10. So it's essentially like an average index to your average altcoin, right? LCX looks like this, okay, or maybe more so. Come on now, we're almost there, guys. Like this, and then others looks like this, okay. The charts together look like this. Whenever LCX is doing this, that means that it's gaining value versus the average coin in the market. When it's doing this, it's losing value versus the average coin in the market. Gaining, losing, gaining, losing. It seems like it likes to fluctuate, man. It's like you could literally put a line right here, basically right there, and then a line like right there. And every time that you're at this line, if you buy LCX, it's good. If you sell LCX every time you're at this line or above it, it's probably been a good thing. Because again, assuming that you buy LCX here, it's going to outperform the market. You sell LCX here, it's going to underperform the market. So you can just kind of play it that way. I'm assuming based off of the way we're postured right now that we are going to move up higher. We're going to probably gain versus the market here. So where are we going to go to? Maybe up to this white line. Let's just see. What would that be in a percentage format? 82%. 82% versus the average coin. 100% versus the average coin. So if I expect the average coin to gain like a 2x, would 100%, would that mean that I expect this one to do a 4x? Is that what that means? Right? Because if it does double what the average coin is going to do, if I expect the average coin to do a 2x, then this would mean that it does a 4x. And if it's going to do a 4x, isn't that what we got all the way over here? All the way over here, yeah, 4.5x. I don't know. It makes sense to me, man. It makes sense to me. Anyways, guys, we'll end the video here real quick. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want more content like this. We'll end the video with some closing thoughts. Bullish flag, bull flag pattern. Absolutely looks immaculate. Looks ready to go. From a relative low here to a relative high, finding support at the 382.5 area, very bullish. Finding support at previous areas of resistance, previous areas of support, very bullish. On a weekly basis, you're finding support under 50 on the RSI, very bullish as well. Got overbought Did not get oversold. Good conditions, looks really good. 3-day time frame, also fairly bullish. I like the uptrend that you're in, right? Noticeable uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, definitely an uptrend. You're at the bottom of this uptrend, so I would assume that you move up very soon here. Good time to buy if anybody's wondering. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then, of course, we're doing the slow crawl to breaking out of this downtrend. We're still, we're not in an uptrend, but we have broken the downtrend. We're just moving sideways. We're waiting for this again, overbought, not getting oversold. That's a good look. We're waiting for this next move that's going to take us above these highs. When we start getting consistent readings on a daily basis above the 50 in the RSI, likely that'll come in line with prices above 30 cents on a consistent basis as well. When we do that, when we're above the 50 on a consistent basis on the RSI and above 30 cents, I suspect LCX begins its next voluptuous move all the way up to about $1. It's at 23 cents now. If that sounds good to you, hit the like button, subscribe if you want more content like this. I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you very much. I will see you on the next one. Yeah, thank you. Okay.